Tonight, we dive into the darkest reaches of the Australian Outback, where the sun blazes and secrets lie hidden, and one man encounters a horrifying secret that will change his life forever. Bill McDermott was a man on the run. Not from the law, but from the monotonous predictability of his daily life. Born and raised amidst the skyscrapers and ceaseless activity of Sydney, he was irresistibly drawn to the desolation of the Australian Outback. This sun-scorched wilderness represented the freedom and solitude he craved, a refuge from the crushing weight of modern existence. With each mile that rolled beneath the wheels of his rugged 4x4, Bill felt the weight of the city slowly lifting from his shoulders. The vast expanses of ochre-red desert, punctuated only by the occasional eucalyptus tree or spinifex grass, seemed to stretch on forever. His journey led him deeper and deeper into the heart of the Outback, a place where ancient secrets lay hidden beneath the parched earth. As evening fell on the fourth day of his expedition, Bill set up camp in the shadow of an imposing rock formation. The last rays of the sun cast a crimson glow over the landscape, as if the land itself were bleeding. An oppressive silence descended over the desert as night crept in, swallowing the vibrant colors and leaving only darkness in its wake. Bill awoke with a start, disoriented and drenched in sweat. His heart pounded like a drum in his chest, each beat a scream for escape. The air around him seemed to vibrate with an energy that was both foreign and terrifying. Then it came, a deafening, metallic screech that shattered the oppressive silence, reverberating through his very soul. Fear and curiosity coursed through Bill's veins in equal measure, urging him to follow the terrible sound. Armed with only a flashlight, he ventured into the dark abyss of the night, the wind hissing a sinister warning in his ear. The earth seemed to tremble beneath his feet, every step bringing him closer to the source of the unearthly noise. Bill's journey led him to the edge of a vast crater, the air alive with a palpable sense of menace. At its center lay an immense, obsidian black structure, pulsating with a sickly green glow. Its surface was adorned with twisted tendrils that snaked out in every direction, reaching hungrily for the surrounding earth. As Bill stared, transfixed by the alien monolith, he became aware of the hideous creatures that swarmed around it. They were an abomination, a twisted fusion of reptilian and humanoid features, their eyes black voids that seemed to consume the very essence of light. Their movements were erratic and jerky, as if their unnatural forms were struggling to contain the malevolence that fueled them. The sight that awaited Bill at the base of the obsidian structure was enough to chill his blood. The monstrous creatures appeared to be harvesting organs from a gruesome collection of mutilated animal carcasses. Worse still, scattered among the desecrated remains were the twisted, broken bodies of human victims, an unthinkable fate befalling those who had crossed paths with these unearthly beings. As the nightmare creatures turned their attention toward Bill, he knew that he had to flee. He ran with all the strength his trembling legs could muster, the horrific screeches of the alien entities echoing in his ears. Yet, the more he ran, the more the night seemed to close in around him, suffocating him with the terrifying realization that there was no escape from the horror he had uncovered. Bill's heart threatened to burst from his chest as he stumbled through the darkness, his flashlight casting eerie, distorted shadows on the ground. The monstrous beings pursued him relentlessly, their screeches filling the air with an almost tangible sense of dread. He could feel their malevolence bearing down on him, suffocating him like a shroud. Just as Bill's strength began to falter, the first light of dawn began to creep over the horizon. The inky black void that had been his prison for so many hours began to dissolve, the approaching dawn offering a glimmer of hope. As the sun's rays pierced the darkness, the alien creatures retreated, hissing in agony as the light burned their twisted flesh. Exhausted and traumatized, Bill continued his desperate flight until he reached the safety of a small outback town. He recounted his terrifying tale to anyone who would listen, but was met only with disbelief and scorn. Eventually, he retreated into isolation, haunted by the nightmarish visions that continued to plague his every waking moment. Word spread throughout the Outback of Bill's harrowing encounter, but no one dared to believe that such unspeakable horrors could exist in their midst. However, as time went on, chilling reports of mutilated bodies and mysterious disappearances began to surface, lending credence to Bill's tale of terror. Despite the mounting evidence, the truth of Bill's story remained forever locked away, buried beneath the sands of the Australian wilderness. The Obsidian harvest continued its gruesome work, unchallenged and unstoppable, an ever-present reminder of the ancient, malevolent force that slumbered beneath the unforgiving Outback Sunday. We hope you found this terrifying encounter as spine-chilling as we did. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave your comments below for ideas for future videos. Until next time, keep your flashlight close and your wits even closer, because you never know what might be lurking in the shadows.